Oceanic current phenomena. An oceanographic phenomenon that involves wind-driven motion of dense, cooler, and usually nutrient-rich water toward the ocean surface, replacing the warmer, usually nutrient-depleted surface water. Ocean eddies and rings. Ocean eddies are large whirlpools of water that can range from 10 to hundreds of kilometers in diameter. Much like cyclones in the atmosphere, they have a dramatic effect on other ocean currents by shifting warm and cold water around, which can then affect weather in complicated ways. Name based on the circle or ring of Gulf Stream waters that surrounded a class of eddies formed from the Gulf Stream through the pinch-off of meanders. Here it suffices to define rings as intense eddies or vortices that represent a wrapped-up piece of a major ocean current. Undercurrents. An undercurrent is a type of current which runs below the surface of air or water currents. The direction of an undercurrent is typically opposite that of surface currents, and the strength of the undercurrent varies, depending on the situation and the circumstances. Ocean currents and climate. Ocean currents act much like a conveyor belt, transporting warm water and precipitation from the equator toward the poles and cold water from the poles back to the tropics. Thus, ocean currents regulate global climate, helping to counteract the uneven distribution of solar radiation reaching Earth's surface. Ocean current observations. The direction of the current is determined by the depth of the contours, other currents acting on the ocean and the nature of the shoreline. The currents will travel thousands of kilometers, in the process establishing a conveyor belt globally that brings about different climatic conditions across the world. The currents will either act above the surface of the ocean, or deep below the surface of the ocean, at least 300 meters. Depending on the cause, ocean currents will move vertically or horizontally, and they can also be influenced by the land masses that border the ocean, the topography, or the shape of the ocean basin. Current information by the use of stream drift chart, pilot charts, sailing directions, current atlases, nautical charts. A. Southern Ocean. B. Atlantic Ocean. C. Pacific Ocean. D. Indian Ocean. E. Arctic Ocean. Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean, also known as the Antarctic Ocean, comprises the Southern Ocean, also known as the Antarctic Ocean, is the most southerly of the planet's 5 oceans. It completely surrounds the continent of Antarctica and connects the southern waters of the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans. The Southern Ocean is the 4th largest ocean in the world. Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the 2nd largest of the world's 5 oceans. It covers approximately 20% of Earth's surface and about 29% of its water surface area. It is known to separate the Old World of Africa, Europe, and Asia from the New World of the Americas in the European perception of the world. The Atlantic Ocean occupies an elongated, S-shaped basin extending longitudinally between Europe and Africa to the east, and the Americas to the west. As one component of the interconnected world ocean, it is connected in the north to the Arctic Ocean, to the Pacific Ocean in the southwest, the Indian Ocean in the southeast, and the Southern Ocean in the south. Other definitions describe the Atlantic as extending southward to Antarctica. The Atlantic Ocean is divided in 2 parts, by the equatorial countercurrent, with the north, Atlantic Ocean and the south, Atlantic Ocean split at about 8° N. Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest of Earth's 5 oceanic divisions. It extends from the Arctic Ocean in the north to the Southern Ocean in the south and is bounded by the continents of Asia and Australia in the west and the Americas in the east. The Pacific contains about 25,000 islands, more than the total number in the rest of the world's oceans combined, the majority of which are found south of the equator. The Pacific Ocean is currently shrinking from plate tectonics. Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the third largest of the world's 5 oceanic divisions, covering 70,560,000 square kilometers, 27,240,000 square miles, or 19.8% of the water on Earth's surface. It is bounded by Asia to the north, Africa to the west, and Australia to the east. To the south it is bounded by the Southern Ocean or Antarctica, depending on the definition in use. Along its core, the Indian Ocean has some large marginal or regional seas such as the Arabian Sea, the Laccadive Sea, the Somali Sea, Bay of Bengal, and the Andaman Sea. Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean, the smallest of the world's 5 major oceans, about the size of the continental USA. It lies entirely within the Arctic Circle, contains deep, 4,500 m, basins, the slowest spreading ridges in the world, and about 15% of the world's shelf seas, Menard and Smith 1966, with the area of the Arctic shelves being almost half the area of the deep Arctic basins.